Welcome to our new podcast series, 50 Shades of Jewish Grief. I'm Rabbi Shlomo Segal. Today's podcast is called Mourn in Black. It is being dedicated to the memory of Leonard ben Avraham. Our question for today: what is the appropriate attire for mourners and others attending a funeral? Historically, black or dark-colored garments served as a symbol of mourning among Jews and many others. This practice did not come without basis. There are several sources on this topic, but I would like to point out one of the more interesting ones. The Talmud tells us that before Rabbi Yannai died, he advised his sons. He said, "Do not bury me in black garments, lest I appear as a mourner among grooms." In other words, if Rabbi Yannai passes muster to get into Gan Eden, to heaven, the place where righteous go after death, he will stick out like a sore thumb wearing black among those wearing white. Likewise, he asked not to be buried in white, lest he end up, God forbid, among the wicked in Gehenna, in hell, and he would be like a groom among mourners. He requests instead to be buried in colored clothing, thereby playing it safe and fitting in wherever God orders him to go in the next world. The implication here is that white is considered a color of celebration, while black is considered a color of mourning. Now, there are some modern-day authorities, not to be confused with modern thinking authorities, who are opposed to mourners wearing black or dark colors because it has become a prevalent practice among non-Jews to wear such clothing as a sign of mourning. They argue that the practice is in violation of the Torah's prohibition of imitating the ways of Gentiles. So the essential question is, does the custom to wear black or dark-colored garments while in mourning really violate the commandment in Vayikra, in Leviticus, of following the practice of non-Jewish nations? The answer is as follows. While there are those who take this prohibition to the extreme, the great 16th century luminary, Rabbi Moshe Isserles, known as the Rema, author of the commentary to the Shulchan Aruch and considered one of the greatest halachic authorities of his day, established the standard that only Gentile practices which are idolatrous in nature or have no apparent reason are to be included in the prohibition. In another volume of his commentary to the Shulchan Aruch, Rabbi Isserles refers to the practice of wearing black among widows, which is an indication that black clothing was associated with mourning among the Jewish people. In fact, Rabbi Avadia Yosef of blessed memory, former Sephardic chief rabbi of Israel, stated that wearing black as a symbol of mourning was originally a Jewish custom that had only later been adopted by non-Jews. In conclusion, the practice of wearing black or dark colors at a funeral is not a senseless act, but rather a means of creating a proper mood conducive to mourning. It goes without saying that our conduct while in mourning or amid consoling the mourners should be consistent with a solemn atmosphere as well.